Hello everyone, welcome back to Classic Comics. This is my review of Avengers War Across Time number 4 by Paul Levitz and Alan Davis once again. So, in the last issue, Sindri, who is the Dwarf King, he took Mjolnir and he fled underground. Now, this is back in the early days of the Avengers, and Thor still has the alter ego of Donald Blake, and he will transform back into Donald Blake if he is separated from Mjolnir for more than 1 minute. So Thor's freaking out and wants that hammer back now. And the others are kind of like, okay, easy, Thor. I mean, we'll get your hammer. And Thor's like, dude, you don't get it. And then, again, this is early days. This is set back in the Silver Age. So the heroes still very much protect their secret identities, and he doesn't want people to know his secret identity, so he flees. He runs away. The other Avengers are kind of like, okay, that was weird. But they decide that they need to focus on Sindri and the Lava Men. Now, underground, Sindri has Mjolnir, and he's leading the Lava Men back to this volcano they worship underground. And Sindri, he's the dwarf who forged Mjolnir in the first place. And so he wants to essentially unmake it using the volcano and then use the magic that is released from the hammer by that to transport him back to Asgard. Now, the Avengers start to dig, and Thor has become Donald Blake again. So the Avengers find the Lava Men, and they attack, and a fight ensues. But the Wasp figures out that Sindri's probably going to be wherever the heat is the greatest. So she talks to Iron Man and says, do you have any kind of infrared or heat imaging or anything like that? Which he does. So then they start following the heat. Then we go to Kang in the future, and Kang is conquering some random world. And one of his soldiers, is like, will you question this planet's leaders, sire? And Kang's like, I said no survivors, and then he just kills his soldier, typical bad guy stuff. Then another minion arrives and tells him that, the time travel machine is ready. We can bring the Avengers into our time. And Kang's like, okay, great. Then he kills him too for no good reason. So then the Avengers find Sindri, and another battle starts, but there's a lot of lava men, and the lava men start to overwhelm them just through sheer numbers. But Cap is able to kind of outsmart Sindri. He goads Sindri into attacking him. Sindri gets angry and throws Mjolnir. And, of course, the enchantment on the hammer means that once, he's able to overcome the enchantment because he created the hammer. So he's able to override that somehow. But once he releases the hammer, it flies back to Thor. And it arrives back to Donald Blake. And, of course, he becomes Thor. And he makes it to the scene of the battle. And he's able to summon up a storm, and that kind of overwhelms the lava men. And then he catches Sindri, and he tells the Avengers, he's attacked a prince of Asgard. He's going to have to pay. So I'm taking him to Asgard for judgment. He flies off. And the other Avengers are like, okay, what do we do now? The lava men seem to have lost interest in fighting with Sindri gone, but then they vanish. And Kang is going to be pulling them into the future. So, not a lot to say about this one, other than it was another fun issue and a breath of fresh air compared to most of what is being published right now. I continue to be surprised that Marvel is even publishing this, but I'm glad they are, and I do recommend this series, although at this point, I don't know, it's almost over, so it might be better to just wait for the trade to be released. Since, I don't know, getting the early issues might be difficult. I'm not sure. Anyway, Let me know what you thought of this comic and my review in the comments, and please like this video before you leave. Also, please sub to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.